In 2024, people argued about side effects. In 2025, regulators added warnings. But in 2026, something much bigger happened. Authorities stopped treating Librela and Solensia as unexpected reactions and started treating them as predictable biology. And at the exact same time, they approved even stronger versions. What changed in 2026? For the past 2 years, the conversation around these drugs has focused on reports. Individual dogs collapsing, cats acting different, neurological symptoms. But something subtle has shifted. Regulators are no longer reacting like they discovered a problem. They are acting like they already understand it. Instead of saying, "We are investigating unexpected events," they are now saying, "Vets must warn owners before use." That is a completely different category of medicine, because once a risk must be explained before injection, it stops being an accident. It becomes a known pharmacological consequence. Why all 4 drugs are actually one drug: Librela Solensia, lenivia, portela. They look different species, different dosing schedules, but biologically they are the same mechanism. They block nerve growth factor, NGF. NGF is not just pain. NGF maintains sensory neurons, balance feedback, ladder signaling, motor coordination, behavior signaling pathways. So if you silence NGF, you are not only muting pain, you are muting a maintenance system of the nervous system. That explains why reported effects cluster into patterns, not randomness. Weakness, ataxia, incontinence, behavior changes, neurological signs. Whether rare or not is a separate debate. The key point: the pattern is biologically coherent. The biggest new development nobody noticed. You would expect regulators to slow down. Instead, they authorized longer-lasting versions. Monthly blockade gives now 3-month blockade. Stronger suppression, less recovery time between doses. That tells me something extremely important. Authorities are not treating the mechanism as unknown risk. They are treating it as acceptable managed risk. And that is the biggest 2026 change. Not a ban, not a recall, a classification shift. The human drug history? This explains everything. Before pets, humans already tried anti-NGF pain drugs, and they worked extremely well. Too well. Patients felt no joint pain and began destroying their joints without noticing. This condition became known as rapidly progressive osteoarthritis. Regulators halted multiple human trials worldwide, not because the drugs failed, but because pain exists to protect tissue. Blocking NGF removed the warning system, so regulators learned 3 lessons. 1. NGF blockade is powerful. 2. It changes behavior and movement. 3. Damage can occur without warning pain. So why approve them for pets? This is the question nobody asks properly. Why would regulators approve in animals after human trials raised concerns? Because veterinary regulation uses a different ethical balance. Human medicine, protect long lifespan and autonomy. Veterinary medicine, prioritize relief of suffering. In severe arthritis, animals cannot choose rest. Quality of life decisions become primary. So regulators accepted a trade-off. Pain relief even if neurological or mobility risks exist, provided owners are informed beforehand. That is exactly why the wording changed to consent-based risk. Not hidden risk, declared risk. What 2026 actually means. The story has evolved through 3 stages. Stage 1 reports. Stage 2 warnings. Stage 3 expected pharmacology. We are now in stage 3. The controversy is no longer, are reactions real? The real debate now is, how much risk is acceptable for pain relief? And that is an ethical question, not just a medical one. So the biggest update isn't a new study. It's how authorities behave. When regulators change language, they are telling you what they believe the drug actually does. And in 2026, they are no longer surprised. They are managing it.